Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And once again, we have another very interesting show. This is Patrick. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about you and your family.
All right. Yeah, I'm Patrick Haynes. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. Pretty much lived my life in Orange County here. And then see elementary, high school, and then out of college, decided to come back home to Orange County. I was in the Bay Area for a while. And
Like, what high school did you go to?
I went to Monte Vista High School in the Bay Area. Yeah,
Oh, then you weren't in Orange County for that.
oh, no, yeah. Yeah, I was in the Bay. It's kind of, let's see, Danville, San Ramon.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I grew up there, high school and in the Bay Area. It was fun. It was
Well, we're about a minute into it, and you're saying, well, why am I asking Patrick all these questions? And here's why. So Patrick and his family have been coming to Saddleback Laguna Woods to help out in numerous ways. And but I'm amazed how few of us have met Patrick, partly because you've often come like during second service, right?
yeah, during second, because the first I have two little kiddos, Preston and Jubilee, and they're 7 and 9. So we go up there for the Saddleback, the kids, for that, and then we watch the service live with Pastor Rick, and then we take a ride, take a road trip down to Laguna Woods, and the kids, oh, they love it. So we take our ride and get involved. Usually around 11:30.
See
Start
that
when we can.
that is so great for a lot of reasons, but I mean, from our perspective, uh, we need the help. So we have needed the help of loading the trailer for after second service. And what I have loved about it so much is because when we were raising kids, Patrick, we always said that everyone is supposed to have a ministry, and it's not dependent on what your age is, young or old. And so you have gotten your kids involved with helping, and I love their enthusiasm when they help. I don't know how they're not lifting heavy things for the trailer, but they love help, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, they love it. Anywhere they can help, they have such great servant hearts already. I'm so proud of them because we would go to the PD, purpose driven, and they would sit there and they would take notes and they would sit there in class and they would love everything and they would always love to help put chairs back. So when they came down, it was kind of it was a natural thing for them. They're like, where can I help? What can I do? So it was great.
So, folks, when you meet Patrick next time, you can thank him for that. But that's one of the. So, by the way, I wanted to put a picture of your family up, which we will do. Your wife's name is Crystal, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, because we want everyone to know your family, and certainly for those of us who go to second service, and it's funny to talk like this because right now we don't have a second service, but we will again. And I want everyone to know Patrick and his family. But you also have just gotten right in there, and you were telling me, so you've actually been, well, the Saturday when we were doing the Saturday morning small group session on that campaign. When Rick started that campaign, you started helping out and leading there, did you not?
Yeah. I helped facilitate with Jeff and Vicky. That was great. Yeah, they the open doors with Pastor Rick, and oh, it was great. People came from all over there in Laguna Woods, and I got to meet people and introduce myself and facilitate the small group there. So we got involved with small group, and that was great. Yeah, the being able to do that is as it's kind of a blessing because I didn't know I was gonna jump into where I'm jumping in right now, and then just starting out because we started out Crystal with the kids choir. She's director, and
Oh.
we would come over when we do the kids choir with all the kids.
Oh, we've loved when the kids have come.
Yeah,
And that was like one of your first introductions.
yeah. And then after that, I met Vicky, and then I've been friends with Jeff for a while, and we did small group
Yeah.
together. And it's such a blessing, and everyone there's so loving. So I was like, we got to go there. Let's get the family in the car. And
By the way, you are not the first family that has come to Laguna Woods. We've had other families over the course of these years, and it was almost always people that wanted their children to get more involved in ministry. And often they were like, sometimes some have been greeters, some have, I don't know, some helped with the cushions when we had cushions and various things. But I love it, and I encourage it whenever families would come. And of course, all of us who are grandparents, I'm sure your kids have been treated very nicely.
oh yeah, every time they're getting, well, when we can hug. They used to get a lot of hugs.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
I totally believe that day is coming again. But anyway, that's another subject. And then you also were helping, at least in the back, helping people find small groups. You were working the small group table as a part of that team also.
yeah, yeah. And it was great to see um, how the small groups would open up and people would want to start small group, and that's even better because it's starting the community and loving on your neighbors and getting people involved, and of course then more people grow in the church. Yeah,
It's so interesting. I mean, in hindsight now, we know how important small groups have been, because now that we're in this virus time period, uh, I'm so thankful that for those everyone who does have a small group, because you have a natural network of people that you can talk to and gather together. Ours meets on Monday, but there's a lot of talk in between. Didn't you tell me you're still involved with that Saturday morning group? Only now it's online. And now, how many did you have? We're actually filming on Saturday, but you told me how many?
there's 25 people and there it's global. I love it. So you get the talk what's happening in the global outside, in Peru and England, and oh wow, it's amazing. And then some parts of the United States, because it's a mixed group. It started out with just the Saturday mornings in Laguna Woods, and then it was listed on the website, on Saddleback website.
Oh, that's how it happened.
Yeah. So then it just grew up, and I think on my list there's about 70 people. Yeah, it's great.
That's just amazing. And it shows, that's kind of what has happened in our church in general, Patrick. I mean, the number of people that are watching online or our TV rebroadcast of the service, or it's larger numbers than we've ever had. And I think part of that is just like what you just experienced, that it's people not just from here, but they're taking advantage of the fact that so much of Saddleback is online.
Yeah. I know at this time we're so lucky that Saddleback, the way they put an emphasis on online and
Yeah.
getting small groups together, we can do that. So it's just like we're having church, but we're looking at a screen. We don't get the hug and
We're going to get those.
yeah.
Hey, on behalf of all of Saddleback Laguna Woods, Patrick, we thank you for your service to us. And believe me, for those who go to second service and hang out, you know how valuable Patrick and his family, they all pitched in to help us load that trailer. That's using the way God has shaped you for his glory. So I thank you very much. We're going to spend tomorrow with Patrick too, because he's highly involved in our food pantry, and we haven't even talked about that. But you are going to be amazed. It's to God be the glory type thing. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.